What up, YouTube? Back at it again. We are diving into some Patreon requests. This is a band called Nothing But Thieves. I think this is it's well over a decade old. First and foremost, go support the band. Go like, go subscribe. I don't know that I've done. I definitely haven't done anything on the channel. I may not have. Maybe I've heard of their stuff. Maybe a while ago. I probably have to jog my memory a little bit. I do have lyrics pulled up. Not well over a decade ago. Excuse me, a decade ago. It's released in 2015. Okay, well, do me a favor. First and foremost, go support the band. Go like, go subscribe, please. And of course, love to have you here as well. If you could, make sure you smash that like. Make sure you're subscribed. I appreciate it very much. If you want me to check anything out, most of my requests like this one do come from Patreon. Let me actually do my proper research. An English rock band formed in 2012 and Southend-on-Sea, Essex, consisting of lead vocalist and guitarist Connor Mason. Active from 2012. Okay, cool. Just group of dudes, group of bros from over the pond, from the UK. All right, let's dive in. Make sure you go support. Make sure you're subscribed down below. If you want me to check anything else out by then, by the way, drop some comments. I do read all my comments, so definitely drop some comments down below. Also, the algorithm loves it. So, let's go.
Dinner.
I'll meet you at the divide to break the spell.
I feel like I recognize this dude. Have I seen this? I do a ton of videos, maybe.
A point where two worlds collide. Yeah, we'll rebel. And we run 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 until we break through. If I get high enough, if I get high enough, will I see you again? I feel my lungs every night, not long to wait. And if I do this thing right, I dream of our escape.
All right, so the dude was an actor. That's the singer. Interesting. So you saw the beginning of this, where we're showing not just depictions of what I'm assuming is his wife and child, but the cop lights or ambulance lights or whatever, the emergency lights. And I'm assuming that this is about I'm assuming obviously it's dealing with loss and trying to figure out how to. And he's saying, if I get high enough, which is the name of the song, right? If I get high. I see you again. If I get high enough, will I see you again? Yeah, will I meet you at the divide, break the spell? It's this duality of living in this sort of lifeless, unfulfilling world without the things that you love the most, and wondering if you cross that bridge either in and it touches on your passing into the afterlife aspects. Also, it touches on just if I get messed up enough, because he's reading about like lucid dreaming and trying to figure out like what ways can I get closer or get back to them, right? So that's kind of where we're at. I feel like um, with your grief, your escapism, um, and the divide is basically just your point where these sort of worlds collide. Your reality versus your dreams. You're essentially your non-reality, but there's this like this deep sort of emotional struggle or despair with trying to achieve some ultimate other level of togetherness with those lost. The person that sent this to me said it reminded him of like a Jeff Buckley mixed with like an early Radiohead. I could see that, vocally especially. Not a happy song. I'm not blasting this, on my way to try to have a good time. But it's very. I'm sure it's very relatable for some. And Pops is just like, you got to get up and work, man. You got to break out of this. And he's yelling at him, and this dude's just trying to sleep all the time.
If I get high enough, will I see you again? Will I see you again? If I get
Then we have this like psychedelic kind of instrumental over it, but yeah, I feel like that's a very deep level of depression and a very dangerous and unhealthy reason to get yourself really high. Honestly, I think you need to talk to somebody. But I'm not a therapist, so um, we'll have Rosalie break that down. She's way better at that. No, that was it was really interesting. And honestly, like I don't know that I've ever been in a spot where I could relate to that. Um, that to that extent. I've never dealt with. Well, no, I can't. I've never dealt with that kind of loss where you're put in that type of spot where you can't even get out of bed, and it actually makes you happy to just get all messed up and chase something that isn't there because it's the only place you can dream, and your dreams are your escape from an otherwise empty and emotionless sort of reality of where you're at right now. Your life crashed. You're dealing with loss. You're back home with your parents, and yeah, you sit there and reflect on things and where you're at. It's not a good look yourself in the mirror. Sounds tough. Dude's vocals are in this song very they're painful. He does a great job of expressing the emotion in this, and honestly, the instrumental, nothing else really. It wasn't that intense of, it has these build up moments, almost like cinematic and dramatic, but like there wasn't anything crazy that they did instrumentally. This is more about kind of storytelling through emotions, if you will. But anyways, please go support. That was Nothing But Thieves. That song was called If I Get High. Because I got high. Because I got high. Very different songs. I know. I get it. Yeah, go show some love, please. Of course, love to have you here as well. Make sure you smash that like. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll keep it moving here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll talk to you.